Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we're going to be talking about something personal in my life, the first time ever watching anime. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be thinking, it was Dragon Ball! Nah, it was Naruto. Probably that Bleach. Nope, neither. It was none of those. The very first animes that I've ever watched were fan service animes. Surprising, right? I'm not surprising nobody, let's be real. The first one that I've ever watched that was fan service was Yamada's First Time. Yeah, it's in the title. You can kind of tell what it is. So, I don't think I need to explain myself there. Rosario, Vampire, Rosetta, whatever, however the fucking title is called. That is the second anime. And Chobits, about a guy having a relationship with a robot. That's a romance anime. The other two that I just said, complete fan service. Complete fan service. So, sit back, relax, and watch me explain my horrible entrance to anime. The first anime we're going to be talking about is called Yamada's First Time. Yeah, it's in the title. You can kind of know where this is going. But yeah, it's about a high schooler who's trying to get with 100 guys. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me, I'm not the author of Yamada's First Time. But yeah, the anime has 12 episodes. It ends very abruptly, I guess. It ends like any other typical anime where it's just like, what happens next? There's no season 2. Just read the manga. What I've did my research on it, the ending seems like she gets married to the guy that she falls in love with. I don't even know what the fuck the ending is for this anime, but the anime is very goofy, very funny, but a lot of fan service. And as a kid, I was just like, wow, boobies. But yeah, this is the first introduction to fan service in my life of anime. And this is this is not Dragon Ball at all, or Naruto. So yeah, it was a fun introduction. The next anime we're going to be talking about is Rosario Vampire, Rosetta Vampire, or however the fuck you pronounce this name. But yeah, Rosetta Vampire is about a kid who ends up in a monster high school where there's, obviously monsters, werewolves, vampires, wizards, and other creatures of the night. But this was the first introduction to a large harem. I didn't know what the fuck a harem was as a kid, but a harem is just having a whole bunch of ladies. And that's what this dude was doing. I was like, bro, how does he have a succubus, a vampire, a wizard, and a fucking ice demon on his side? Like, what? Dude got more pull than any other guy in this world, bro. And it's pretty crazy. But yeah, the whole idea of this anime was just him trying to get used to the high school. And you know what? I think he eventually does. I don't know too much about this anime. I know it has 2 seasons. Both of them are pretty decent. It has a pretty unique story to it. About a guy falling in love with a vampire, and the vampires are like, he's a human, yeah, and all that special crap. But yeah, the main female in this anime, she has 2 personalities. She has her, her cute little pink hair self, and then you have her badass fighting self. Yeah, it's an action anime with fan service up the woo-ha. But yeah, he basically has a huge harem. This character right here, the ice chick, I actually did like when I was a kid. She was like my personal favorite. She was pretty interesting. Her powers were pretty nuts. I also got inspiration from making a character. Her name was Emma, who had ice powers and stuff like that. Very similar, attitude-wise, not so much. This girl's kind of like, she's a nonchalant redhead, and all that stupid crap. She's just chill as fuck. But, she wants the main character. And yeah, this is a succubus, and she just, I guess she actually fell in love with him or some shit like that. I don't remember. It's been so many years since I watched this. I was like 12. Alright, you cut me some slack if I don't remember. And the next anime is the romance anime, Chobits. A lot of people are probably going to be like, what in the fuck fuck is Chobits? Well, it's about a robot who was defective, I think. I'm not too sure. I don't remember too much of this anime, but it was very emotional towards the end because even the guy didn't know what to do. But yeah, this anime was very interesting. It was the first introduction to a romance anime in my life, and yeah, it hit me in the feels sometimes, especially when I was young. I was just like, wow, this is sad. But the main character's woman or robot maid or whatever the fuck it was, if I can remember, she just only kept saying chi wants to do this, chi wants to do that. And yeah, it was pretty crazy seeing the story and how it came out. I know this anime, I know a lot of people don't probably know any of these animes, but hey, that's what I'm here for, to tell you my experience with these 3 animes. And these were the first animes, like I said. But overall, Chobits is probably the only one that doesn't have a shit ton of fucking fan service, unlike these 2. Get these fucking ones out the way. God help me. Overall, I just wanted to talk about the first animes in my life, and yeah, this is pretty much it. These are the animes that were in my life at first. These are the first animes that I got introduced to. And you know what? At least I know about anime now. But I'm surprised it didn't really push me away from knowing more about anime, but now I'm obsessed with it. I love anime. I think it's a great passing of watching a TV series. Hell, it can be gruesome, it can be funny, it can be adorable, it can be anything you can imagine. And if you want a fan service anime, shit, you know what anime to watch. High School DxD, there you go. Have the shit ton of fan service there. But yeah, these are the animes that I watched as a kid. If you guys want to go check them out, go right ahead. See how fucked up they were when I was 12, 11, or 10. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and subscribe, baby. Woo!